Hey guys, this is Billy in Seattle. Just showing you guys my 07 Ducati GT1000 kind of cafe racer. Originally I was shopping online for a bike. I was interested in one of the new Nortons, but I guess you can't, the Norton Commandos, you can't really even buy them. I just like the look of it. I had had old British bikes before, loved them, but they break down all the time. And I wanted something that kind of looked and felt like that. Found these Ducati GT1000s, read great reviews on them. No, I didn't settle for a Ducati. I completely fell in love with the bike. The reports are completely accurate about how it rides. It's amazing to ride, looks good, feels good, sounds good, just like any Italian women. Yeah, it's a great bike all around. Aesthetically, a lot of people have problems with the space between the rear tire and the rear fender. It's on a stock GT1000. It's a pretty huge space. Some people don't mind it, and what I did is I got these shocks off of customsportclassic.com. They're much higher quality than the stock rear shocks, which aren't that great, to be honest with you. It lowered the bike considerably, gave it kind of a lower, meaner look. I know I did sacrifice a little bit of performance there, and Ducati purists will probably hate that, but it still rides great, and I've taken it across the country, well, from Seattle all the way through Utah and Colorado and back, and I'm taking it to New York this year. Man, that's going to be a long ride on this bike. So some of the other mods that we've done here. To begin with, the handlebars, I had a concept for much fatter handlebars than the custom, I guess, 7/8 handlebars. Not sure why, I just like the look of some of the crazy custom choppers and stuff like that. So we took stainless steel pipe, and this is 1.5" pipe. It had to step down, you can see, to accommodate the clamps and the custom and the controls, the stock controls. So it goes from 7/8 to the 1.5", and then back to 7/8 down for the clamps. Hand polishing them was a bitch, but I think they turned out pretty good. I didn't polish them absolutely to mirror finish, which you can with stainless steel, but I think they look cool. I've got the little the bar end mirrors. Well, they're not so little actually. The bar end mirrors, and the visibility is pretty good out of them. I also had purchased the little tiny round bar end mirrors, but on long trips I can't see enough. Now the fenders took a ton of work. My concept was, again, the old British look. These are very heavy, admittedly very heavy steel fenders for what is essentially a sport bike, but I just like, I had this idea. I like the way they look. I wanted the old British wassail style, I think it's pronounced wassail, kind of ducktail fenders with the rib or the ridge down the center. And we had to hand fabricate these fender brackets. So these are just steel, and they were hand bent, basically eyeballed, pretty damn near perfect to fit on the Ducati with the existing setup, just to screw in the fender brackets. We didn't actually have to drill or create anything new there, but the fender brackets themselves were really tough to make, and I think they turned out really good. I had them powder coated. They look good. Paint work on this bike was done by Sick Works here in Seattle. I think they did a great job on all the striping. This tank, now I had problems with the original tank. The Ducati tanks are plastic, which is great because it's light and real strong, but I guess they spread from time to time, and the tank started loosening up on a trip through the desert. Just a little bit, but enough for me to give Ducati a holler, and they replaced it. It wasn't under warranty, but they did replace it. Repainted the side covers, took off to match the tank and fenders. I took off the GT1000 on that. I just thought it looked cleaner. And I have a matching steel fender here on the back with the same kind of ridge and the little, call it a duck bill at the end. And this thing had to be, both of the fenders had to be kind of rebent and reshaped a little bit. But I think they turned out looking pretty good. I've got those brackets there for the saddlebags for when and run longer trips. Got this, it's called a Sparto tail light, kind of a, I guess, a 50s Art Deco look to it. I liked it though, and well, that's my phone. Then for the turn signals, these were not part of this original tail light configuration. I purchased these separately. We drilled into the side of the Sparto tail light and set these up as blinkers. They're pretty bright. They work really well. I've got the Termignoni pipes on this, which definitely improves the performance. I highly recommend them if you have a GT1000. That'd be the first thing actually that I do, because it improves the performance and it really sounds a hell of a lot better. I'll show you guys how they sound in just a minute here. I've got some other mods in mind for the bike. I guess these things are a money pit. It's just a hobby, but I've got some other concepts for it. I'd like to lower the whole system right here. I'd like to lower the speedometer and maybe just drop it forward and down just a little bit to even give it the bike a lower profile. I like some of the Roland Sands wheels. They've got some forged aluminum wheels that I think are really cool. The stock wheels on GT1000s are very cool. They've got the retro looking, chrome spokes and stuff like that. I've heard that Ducati's chrome, it doesn't last quite as long as it should, so I'm probably thinking I'm going to change out the wheels a little bit, go for something even a little crazier. And what else? I've got the little frame sliders over here. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the bike. Actually, I love the bike. Show you guys what it sounds like with the Termies. Turn her on. Yeah, the Termies sound great, and they're pretty loud. They're really loud. Anyway, this is what I've done to my 07 Ducati GT1000. Feel free to leave comments, and let me know what you think. This is my first attempt to quote-unquote build a bike, or modify a bike, and it was just all from my imagination. Hope you like it. If you have any suggestions about things you might do to it, or things you think I did wrong, go ahead and let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Take care. Just ride safe.